وسلم أما بعد. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا أقيمت الصلاة فلا تأتوها تسعون وأتوها عليكم السكينة فما أدركتم فصلوا وما فاتكم فأتموا أخرجه البخاري ومسلم. The short hadith of Abu Hurairah is where he said that the Prophet ﷺ said, if the iqamah has taken place, the iqamah is standing for salah, then do not come to it rushing, but come to it in the state of tranquility, as-sakina. And whatever you meet of it, you pray, and whatever you miss, then you make it up. This hadith is in Bukhari and it's in Muslim. It's very authentic. In fact, maybe the most authentic in the chapter in regards to this specific matter. And this emphasizes on an important aspect, which is a sakina, tranquility, is the purpose of salah. What salah is that is prayed, that where we haven't achieved the sakina. If you haven't achieved sakina in that salah, then you have to question. And one Sahabi radiallahu anhu, he complained about lam yatma'in, he didn't feel good in that salah, but the Prophet ﷺ ordered him to repeat that prayer. He said to him, repeat that salah. And this is something that, unless a person has waswasa, he does it all the time, then you shouldn't do this. But if once in a while, if this ever happened, there's no harm in repeating that salah. If your heart was not there and you feel you missed maybe some of the pillars of the prayer, especially with that, then you've invalidated the salah, you shouldn't repeat the salah. But anyway, brothers, wallahi, as a reminder, as-salah is one of the pillars of Islam. In fact, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Bunya al-Islam ala khams." In fact, Islam has been built upon 5, and among them is salah, as you know. And salah, subhanAllah, needs to be correct. And one hadith, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, if the salah is correct, then all the other deeds will be correct. What do you understand from this hadith? This means the importance of our salah on time, with wudu, and concentration. These 3 things, remember. Yeah? And of course there's more. Intention, the fiqh of salah, how to pray the salah. And a famous kitab by Shaykh Nasiruddin Albani rahimahullah, he wrote this book called Sifatu Salat al-Nabi, which is in English translated as the Prophet ﷺ prayer described in detail. The Prophet ﷺ prayer described in detail, and you can download it on a PDF. And this one, wallahi al-azim, is very good because he talks about how the Prophet used to pray in ruku', how he did the sajda, how he done all the inner parts of the salah, the sifat of the salah. And like this, very important to remind ourselves of the importance of praying with khushu'. One of the ways of attaining khushu' is by knowing what you recite. And also, one of the ways of attaining khushu' is by having wudu. And if you have anything in your system, then you clear it out. As Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam once he said, "La salah بحضرة الطعام ولا هو يدافع الأخبث." He said that there is no salah if the food is on the table, because you pray in salah, you think of the food. And likewise, if you need to answer the call of nature. So this is very important. And when you achieve this and you feel you can concentrate on the salah properly. And some ulama may mention as well, at times they'll say this is why we should think of a healthy diet when we eat as well, especially between the salahs. And being really healthy in order for our salah and our khushu'. And we learn the Sahaba radiallahu anhum would have sometimes just this khubz, just this bread and water. Bread and water, ajib. Now, anyway, the point I was making is not to lengthen this matter, but as-sakina. And when we come to the house of Allah, we should be in a state of sakina as well. So walking, not rushing. Sometimes we want to get the imam because the imam is quickly going to do ruku' and finish, and you know you miss a rak'ah. Even then, The Prophet ﷺ ordered us to not rush, even if that's the case, even if you miss the jama'ah. Because if you rush and you get that jama'ah, yes, you catch the rak'ah, but you miss the purpose of salah, which is khushu'. So what did you achieve? So any of the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will lead us to the right way. This is a rule, a qa'idah we must implement. If a Nabi Rahmah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did this, we must remember. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, don't rush to salah. Don't rush. But I'll miss the salah. But you're late already now. There's no point talking about it when you're late. So therefore, let us try to attain this khushu' in our salah.